Aaron and Chris with Perfect Postures. Today we want to do something a little bit different. Typically we will have the Ask Aaron question and then we'll show you a corrective exercise. I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's not so much about pain relief, it's more about having mobility in your hips. A lot of people that sit too long, or they're driving too long, or they're always catching a flight somewhere, or maybe they're at their desk working on a computer for hours on end, typically get really tight in the hips. So the first thing you want to do when you come up that, you kind of want to stand up and kind of stretch out, or maybe you'll do a stretch where you'll stand and kind of get the hip to loosen up like this, or maybe you'll even do it from a half kneeling position, or you'll typically see people kind of do like this figure four stretch where they're kind of getting down into that hip, trying to stretch that piriformis muscle out. Those are definitely good exercises, but we're going to show you something that you're not really stretching, you're actually engaging the muscles, and you're actually really tricking your body. So what we're going to show you in this exercise is you're going to engage muscles to release other muscles. Now, what we're using today is a product called the Versus. It stands for Variable Resistance Strength System. And the cool thing about this is it's on a pulley. So when people use this product, typically one side that's weaker will really show itself. And you'll see with this exercise, you may see Chris just off just a little bit until his body figures out how to use it correctly. This product, the Versus, could be found at the myoforce.net or .com site. That's myoforce.net or .com. And again, we're going to show you this exercise to help increase hip mobility. So what we suggest is if you're really tight, or you could even use the squat test, and basically what you're going to do is just kind of squat down, see how low you could go without bending too far forward or without your heels coming up off the floor. So go ahead and test that out. Go through this exercise and then test it again and see if you feel, number one, looser in the hips, but two, better range of motion within your squat pattern. So even though we're talking more just to the general people, there's a lot of trainers that visit our site, so this is fantastic for your clients that are having those type issues. Okay, so Chris has his legs in the handles here. What he's going to do is go into what's called abduction, which is widen the feet really wide. That's going to get the lateral glute muscles to engage, which are your glute medius minimus. Now, he's holding there. He's going to get almost a cramp in the hips. From there, he's going to bridge up as high as he could. Now, at this point, you should feel the hamstrings, the butt muscles, and the low back working. Then Chris is going to bring his feet together, and then he's going to lower. He's going to go into abduction again, bridge up, high as you can, feet together, and down. Now, as you go through this, we want you to do this 10 times. By the 10th one, you should feel like you're able to get higher and higher into that bridge position. And we'll just have Chris do one more here. So again, just to kind of recap, you're going to go feet wide, bridge up, keep your feet pushing out the whole time. That's really important. Feet together, and then down. So when you get done with that exercise, go ahead and stand up, move around. Like we said, do that squat test. You should feel a lot looser. It's really amazing what this could do. So much more effective than just stretching. You have to trust me on this, or you have to try it to believe me. Now, we want to show you one more thing. It's really cool. Because this is on a pulley system and because it swivels, this whole pulley could actually turn. So you could transition right into the next exercise. So most people, they're always talking about the core and kind of strengthen your core. Well, we're going to show you something really cool here. So Chris is just going to flip over into a plank position. As you see, the pulley just kind of twists right around to accommodate the movement. Chris is going into a plank here. Now, while he's holding that plank position, this is incredibly strong in regards to the core activation. Now from there, he's going to do a very small flutter, up and down, just like that. Tap, tap, right from there. Do that for about 30 seconds. Come on down, take a break, and you come on, Chris. And that's it. So give that a shot. Again, this is called the Versus product, V-E-R-S-U-S, and this is at the myoforce.net site. And then also, if you want to go onto the YouTube, you could literally just go onto YouTube, type in Myoforce and Versus, and it'll pull up a whole load of videos. So give it a shot and give us some feedback. Thanks.